Greetings, YouTube. Happy New Year. This is going to feel like deja vu for many of you that watched my New Year's offer reviews yesterday, but I talked about kind of my ideal scenario. You had some haters who were commenting really dumb comments like, I don't think these offers are going to change at all in 2019 from 2018. Well, dummy, you were wrong. The game knows that it has evolved very much from 2018 to 2019, and so these offers are radically different in a good way from what we have seen in the previous year, with the exception of the first $9.99 offer. Now, the interesting thing about these is there's no middle tier offer. It goes straight from $10 to $50 for the second tier, and that is something that's unique to this kind of offer. If you're a beginner or a sort of intermediate player, what I mean by intermediate player is maybe you've got a couple of 4-stars that are at least rank 4, and those are your best champions. Back in the day, that was me. My best 2 4-stars were Black Bolt and Hulkbuster, and they were both rank 4, and everything else was either 3-star or like a rank 2 4-star. This first offer, this Tier 3 daily card, is for you, and Tier 3 Catalysts are still not the easiest thing to get in the game. I wish I could say they are, but they just aren't that easy, especially if you depend on the daily class Catalyst grind for that specific class that you're targeting. You are not guaranteed by any means a fully formed Tier 3 class Catalyst. By the end of the day, even if you grind multiple paths multiple times, it is a terrible value for your energy, and yet that is where a lot of beginners and intermediates find that they struggle the most, getting Tier 3 class Catalyst of their choice. And so this is a really good, solid deal for those of you that need Tier 3 class Catalysts. I would say if you have a champion that you're looking to awaken and potentially bring up at some point, like a 4-star Void, and you don't have, say, Science Catalyst, it's always good to hoard these. You can't do yourself a inconvenience or a disservice, if you will, by hoarding these. So if you don't have any and you've got $10 and this is all you have to spend, you're going to be doing yourself a great service to pick this offer up. You're also going to get, in addition to these things every day, some Tier 1 Alphas, a chunk, 280, which ain't bad, for 8,400 total. You're going to get 2 more right now of the Tier 3 class Catalyst of your choice. That is fantastic. If you've got a 5-star champion that you want to take to rank 2, I think you need 3 of those as well. And then you've got 5 Tier 3 basics, which is not bad, and a Tier 1 alpha fully formed, and also some ISO. This is not the A++ deal, but this is a really solid like B to B+ for new players. It is hard to remember for those of you like me who've been playing this game for like 3 years how hard it is at the beginning to get Tier 3 class Catalysts. They're not easy to get. They're a pain, even if you have the roster to take down the tough path of the daily grind. They don't give you much fragments at all, and they want you to pay an arm and a leg to purchase one with units. So yeah, solid B to B+ value for beginners. Everyone else, just ignore this. It's not for you, so it's really not something that I'm going to trash on for other players because it's not targeted for you. Therefore, it's kind of N/A. It's not applicable, if you will. Now, the second offer, we have seen a tremendous upgrade from last year. Last year, we saw mostly a combination of signature stones and a couple of Tier 4 class Catalyst. All of that has been kept, but the biggest thing about this $50 offer, which I'm so proud of Kabam for tweaking, is the Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragment chunk. This was 9,000 Tier 2 for the $100 deal last year. This year, they cut the price in half, and they multiplied the amount of Tier 2 Alphas you can get by 4. You can get a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha from this, and a fully formed Tier 4 class Catalyst of your choosing, and I feel like Billy Mays here, they still kept the fully formed Tier 4 basic, but most importantly, the fully formed Tier 4 immediately when you purchase it. This is a fantastic value. They also kept the 96 stones of your class per day for 90 total, so you can pretty much rank up any 4-star champ that is awakened from nothing to almost maxed by the end of the month. If you've got a Wolverine or a Scarlet Witch, or maybe you've got a newer champion like a Domino or even like a Ghost, Stark Spidey, Blade, you name it. This is such an incredible offer to start off the 2019 season. I'm going to give this a solid A value. We have seen the game, just think about a couple days ago when the game was like, hey, you want a Tier 2 Alpha? It's going to be $300. Now, hey, you want a Tier 2 Alpha plus a ton of other fantastic items, it's $50. This is why you save your money and your units. In this case, it's just money because you can't spend units on offers that actually are guaranteed value. And this is nothing but guaranteed value. There's no RNGesus gamble on this. You're not trying to get a 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 6 crystal to land. You get to choose your class, which is so hard to do, even now in Marvel Contest of Champions. If you have a 5-star that you really want to take to rank 3 or a 4-star that you really want to take to rank 5, who knows, maybe you can hit up grandma for an early birthday present of iTunes or Google Play credit. I don't know. But a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha plus Tier 4 Class Catalyst of your choice plus 94 star signature stones plus a basic. Oh yeah, by the way, also 2 Tier 4 basics and 5 Tier 1 Alphas, which of course you need that much to rank up a 5-star past rank 1. Just a straight banger of a deal. This is a solid A deal. Thank you, Kabam. Now, speaking of Tier 2 Alphas, by the way, we all know after I reviewed the monthly calendar that we're also getting another fully formed Tier 2 Alpha for free just for logging in every day on the 28th day of this month, just like last year on the calendar. But this $100 deal, which last year, honestly, was very, very disappointing, is now a Tier 2 Alpha dream. This is what I want to call a 5-star rank up package because you need 4 Tier 2 Alpha to rank up a 5-star to rank 4. If you haven't done it before, that is what you need. In this one, you get not 1 but 2 fully formed Tier 4 Class Catalyst of your choice by the end of the month. You get 2 Tier 4 Basics fully formed at the end of the month, but that is not why you're going for this. Most players, I would say, that are in a position of the quote-unquote in-game community have maxed out most of the class of their choosing. They have 12 out of 12 in their inventory. So Tier 4 Class Catalyst, they don't really matter much. What they're looking for is Tier 5 Basic and Tier 2 Alpha. Now, unfortunately, there are no Tier 5 Basic. And if I have one small tweak for this being an all-time insane deal, I guarantee you the in-game quote-unquote community would have much rather had a Tier 5 Basic Catalyst Fragment card, even if it was only 15,000 of those by the end of the month, than Tier 4 Basics, which you can easily get with Glory. But besides that, look at this. Tier 2 Alphas, just like the offer on the right, every day you're going to get a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha by the end of the month. But this does not stop there. Oh no. In addition to that, you get a fully formed, guaranteed right now on the spot for purchasing this. So that's 2 fully formed Tier 2 Alphas by the end of the month. And then on top of that, sure, why not? They're going to give you another half of a Tier 2 Alpha. That's 2.5 Tier 2 Alpha. So if you combine the fully formed guaranteed Tier 2 Alpha of the January calendar, that gives you 3.5 Tier 2 Alpha by the end of the month, which means you only need half of a Tier 2 Alpha, which is pretty easy to get in a combination of everything once you become uncollected over the course of the month, especially if you do nothing besides just use your Glory on Tier 2 Alpha fragments every week, which I highly recommend. You have enough Tier 2 Alpha to take a 5-star to rank 4, and if you haven't done that before, the difference between rank 3 and a rank 4 5-star is incredible. On top of that, you also have some bonus items. And yes, 3 Tier 4s of your choice. Fantastic. And that's a bonus item. I'm looking at the rest of this as just Tier 2 Alpha. This is just a throw-in, and it's an amazing throw-in. And then 3 Tier 4 Basics, also a fantastic throw-in. 10 Tier 1 Alphas, which can take a 5-star up 2 ranks because you need 5 per rank. And then a good chunk of gold. This is an A+ in terms of Tier 2 Alpha value. It's the best we have seen, especially in combination of the Tier 4 Class Catalyst. So this is an A. This is an A+. This is an A+. Excuse me. This is an A, and this is like a solid B+. I love these 2019 offers, and for those of you that still spam my account with this belief that, oh, it's Prof. Huff, it's Negative Nancy, he just always likes to complain, let's let this video serve as a reminder that I'm objective and I love to promote good guaranteed value for players. I want Kabam to come out with A-level offers to promote because I love this game, and personally I want to take advantage of the A to A+ offers. I'm going to take advantage of the $100 daily card because I want Tier 2 Alphas to bring up my next 5-star to rank 4, or, just hoard more to bring up 6-star Domino soon, and by soon I hopefully mean by the end of the year, to rank 2. So either way, Kabam, you did great. You have a fantastic start to the year. Let's just remind ourselves real quick of how fantastic the January calendar is, including this day 28 straight banger, and also the 4,000 5-star shards that you get by the end of the month. It has been a fantastic start to the year for Marvel Contest of Champions. Kabam has learned from their mistakes of the last couple weeks. We don't have a single question mark to trigger anybody on this calendar either. And most importantly, we just have guaranteed great value for the first daily card of the year. A+ for the $100, A for the $50, and B to B+ for the $10. Overall, Kabam, you did good. Don't fire those marketing interns. You might want to actually make them full-time now because they passed their first test of the year. Thanks, as always, for supporting my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel, and have a fantastic start to your new year. Happy New Year, everyone.